one. All right. Well, hey, everybody. We are Mock Accounting, and we help businesses, contractors, real estate agents with their taxes, their bookkeeping, their accounting, with an extra emphasis on lowering taxes and building a more scalable and profitable business. I'm here with Ranjit, our CPA and our leader. And why don't you introduce yourself a little bit and help people know how it is that we help them and who you guys are?
Sure. Hi guys. My name is Ranjit Makhija with Makhija CPA LLC. We focus on mid-sized and small-sized businesses. What we do is we do your bookkeeping, tax planning, and tax returns. The whole idea for us is that we believe in maintaining your books to find the right tax strategy for you, so you can actually stop overpaying the IRS.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I've come to love about how you're doing things is you genuinely are just trying to find ways to add more value. Because your typical accountant, and we mean this nicely, your typical accountant struggles with providing leadership. And because they struggle to provide leadership, what happens is they end up taking on far too many individual tax returns. And then the result is they can't focus. And here at Mock Accounting, what we've done is we almost exclusively work with small businesses and their owners. And really what we try to do is become like your outsourced accountant. And what we found is if you're a contractor or any type of small business, whether you have 1 to 5 employees or even if you have like 20 employees, what we'll do is we will tackle your bookkeeping by doing everything for you. We'll provide proactive, aggressive tax reduction planning, which is Ranjit's specialty. And that's what I love working with you, is because you're a CPA. There's really no tax return you can't stare down and absolutely accomplish. But you have the competencies to help people mitigate their taxes, and you do it throughout the year. So we'll do tax reduction planning. We'll process all your messing around for you. We'll do your books for you so that at the end of the year, the tax return's done really well. Why don't you just explain a little bit about what this outsourced accountant allows you to do as a firm and why businesses, our clients love it. And that's what I've really come to enjoy, is that customers really like having an outsourced accountant rather than just a year end. What thoughts do you have on that?
No, that's the biggest thing is that normally I get a lot of complaints from like my clients. They say, "Oh, my previous CPA, I send him an email and I don't get a response back within a week or two. And by that time, like my time, like that time I made need to make a decision, it's already passed. So it was basically gone negative. Like basically I have no response. So for me is that you send me an email within 24 hours, we will respond. And that's the whole idea of having that outsourced CPA, is that he's going to be able to take over the books and he's be able to actually work you through the year, because there's issues with clientels, with financials, questions. Hey, this things happen every day, and that's what we're there for. We're with them throughout the whole year instead of just like at the year end. It's like, oh, your taxes need to be done. Can you talk to me? I'm like, oh, we working on November. Hey, talking in January. Did you send out your 1099s? Okay, these are the W-9s I need Sue to send that 1099. So we
With
just
an eye
really
on tax reduction too. And that's one of the biggest things, is that folks will often have somebody do their taxes for them, and maybe they have a bookkeeper. But what I think is rare about what we're doing here at Mock Accounting is that, along with making sure that the financials are done excellently, which allows you to build a more scalable business, not be afraid of the IRS, not only do we do that, we handle it all for you. So you don't have to do any amateur bookkeeping. Your team doesn't have to waste resources outside of production and sales. You can just lean into us and pay anywhere between $250 to $3,500 a month, depending on what you're doing. We have packages for just about every size of business. And we do all that with an eye on helping you pay only your fair share in taxes. We really bleed the idea of, we want to help your business keep as much as possible, because we know that for every dollar saved in taxes, that represents massive amounts of revenue and tons of time and effort. And there's a huge opportunity cost for every tax dollar that gets sold. So when you come to us, if you book a consultation, Ranjit's going to take a look at your tax return, take a look at your books, and what we're going to do is dive in and try and find ways to add value. Like, that's really the game. We want to find ways to earn your business. So that's our challenge. If you book a consultation, we will dive in and try and find ways that we can add value, reduce taxes, and quite frankly, help you build a more scalable business. So especially if you have, 2 to 10 employees, Genuinely, if you're a contractor, an HVAC business, or if home services company, pressure washing company, roofing contractors, we have a client in just about solar. We do a ton with solar salespeople. If you have any notion that you're not doing everything possible to reduce your taxes, book a consultation. And they're not games. This is just blocking and tackling fundamentals, maximizing your S corp or LLC or whatever the right entity choice is. Looking at retirement plans, is that a wise decision for you? Benefits and fringe benefits. How do you use your healthcare plans wisely? How do you start investing into real estate, use depreciation, and build tax efficient wealth over time? That's what we're all about. We get excited about that. Now I'm part of the marketing team, and I get like a little more passionate sometimes. But Ranjit, what would you add to that? Any other things that people should know before they book a consultation with you?
No, that's the major thing is that we basically, as you were saying, we focus so much on the tax planning. So if you feel like you're looking at your tax return, like, am I overpaying? Is there ways for me to reduce it? Is there so many different HSAs? There's accounts there, retirement plans. Are you taking home office deductions? Even as an S corp, it's not that easy. So that's what if you feel like you're overpaying, which we always do feel, give us a call and let's take a look at your tax return and we'll figure out the right strategy for you.
Yeah. So if you're on our website, if you go up to book a consultation, and if you fill out this form, just give us a little message of who you are. And what we'll end up doing is that goes right to our Calendly link. You can grab time on our calendar, and we will dive in and try and find ways to reduce your taxes, but also protect you. It's not just about tax reduction. It's about making sure that you're being wise. It's making sure that you have fantastic financials so that when you go to that lender for the next piece of machinery, or if you're trying to expand your business and you need more working capital and a line of credit, whatever that is, we know that fantastic bookkeeping is the foundation for growth, for profitability, and for managing your business. And what's beautiful is you won't have to wait and do amateur bookkeeping. And that's, we never want to be too critical about the folks that help you with your bookkeeping, but we get done, and Rajit's team gets done in minutes for what takes most people tens and 20s and 30s of minutes. And we're able to just keep things up to date for you, but we do it right. And we do it so well on tax planning that at the end of the year, so everything's aligned with our tax plan that we create for you in the beginning. And what that allows us to do is do your tax return very easily. And around end of quarter three, all of a sudden we know where your profitability is at, and you're going to make sure that you don't have a big tax bomb go off in your lap. We're going to make sure you're paying in throughout the year by using your payroll to keep you caught up so you don't have surprises. So that if your spouse is asking you, hey, where are the taxes at? We'll make sure that that's covered and it's done well. So book a consultation. We'd love the opportunity to help you, and good luck. And we help businesses across the United States. So we're located here in Houston, over in Katy, Texas. But any other things that you would, any last words there, Ranjit, that you would bring up?
No, I think you handled it very well and very much explained it very well. We focus on saving you money, and that's the key thing for us is that if you feel like the other said they just want to get you in and out of the door, just do your tax return. We don't do that. We believe walking you through and figuring out the way to reduce your taxes and be efficient in your own business.
Absolutely. We'll take good care of you. Book a consultation. Just hit the button up here. Thank you so much, folks.